Welcome to ATV News. I'm Maggie Miller.
And I'm Taylor Kinsler.
Tonight on ATV News.
Brian Williams suspended from NBC Nightly News after lying on air.
An American ISIS hostage loses her life.
And a new defense secretary is appointed.
And how cold exactly is it going to get this week?
ATV News starts now.
Officials confirmed Tuesday that Kayla Mueller, a young aid worker in Syria who had been held by ISIS since August of 2013, was indeed killed last week. The State Department confirmed there were several unsuccessful rescue attempts over the past 2 years. ISIS is claiming that Mueller was killed during the Jordanian airstrikes, which were in retaliation for the beheading of Jordanian prisoners in Syria.
The fallout continues for longtime NBC anchor Brian Williams. Williams gave a false account of his involvement in a helicopter attack in Iraq back in 2003. NBC announced this week they are suspending Williams for 6 months. They issued a statement calling Williams' actions wrong and completely inappropriate. Lester Holt will replace Williams as the new NBC Nightly News anchor until the network comes to a decision.
Now, with more on what's happening in Hollywood, we go to Kristen and Jalen.
Hi, this is Jalen Fairborn Chapman.
And I'm Kristen Left, and this is ATV Entertainment.
80s movie fans will be happy to hear that The Breakfast Club will be screened in theaters across the nation in March to celebrate its 30th anniversary. Tickets to see the newly restored version of the film are now available.
Frozen, the most successful animated movie of all time, is hitting the stage. Although dates have not been released, Disney Theatrical Productions announced Friday that the film's co-director and screenwriter Jennifer Lee will also write the stage production. Frozen songwriters Robert Lopez and Kristen Anderson Lopez will be part of the team as well.
Last Sunday was the 57th Annual Grammy Awards, where the National Academy of Recording Arts and Sciences awarded some of the music industry's most talented and most popular stars. Winning big was Sam Smith with 4 Grammys, while longtime pop producer Max Martin won his first.
The biggest upset of the evening was when folk and rock singer Beck won Album of the Year for his Morning Phase over Beyoncé's surprise, self-titled, socially and commercially influential triumph.
Speaking of Beyoncé's influence, Drake seems to have taken a page out of the Queen's book. Just last Thursday, the rapper released a mixtape titled If You're Reading This, It's Too Late, with no warning, and after ABC's Shondaland to boot. Atypical of mixtapes, which are usually free, the collection was uploaded onto iTunes for about $13.
It's unclear whether or not the mixtape was released to keep fans satisfied or if it's his previously anticipated 4th album, originally titled Views from the Six. You can buy If You're Reading This, It's Too Late on iTunes today.
I'm Jalen Fairborn Chapman.
And I'm Kristen Left, and we are ATV Entertainment.
Thanks, Kristen and Jalen. On February 25th, a sexual awareness meeting is being held on campus to train students on bystander prevention. It is being run by the Step Up program and will run from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Be sure to stop by to learn more and to make a difference.
Now, with a look at what's happening in politics this week, we go to Lila.
Hello everyone, I'm Lila Nasser here with the latest in politics. The New York City Housing Authority was slammed on Thursday after a report found conditions deplorable. Senator Jeffrey Klein called the NYCHA the city's worst landlord for the conditions found at public housing. According to the report, the buildings were not receiving proper repairs. On Wednesday, President Obama formally asked Congress to authorize war against ISIS, predicting that the U.S.-led coalition would succeed in destroying the terrorist group. Obama, however, was careful to make the distinction that this effort would not be like recent U.S.-led wars in Afghanistan or Iraq. And from a serious note to a silly one, Obama appeared in a 2-minute BuzzFeed video this weekend titled "Things Everyone Does But Doesn't Talk About." Obama is seen admiring himself in a mirror, testing out a new selfie stick, and drawing pictures of his crush, the First Lady. Now, if you found yourself nodding off while watching the BuzzFeed video, you might have a thing or two in common with Supreme Court Justice Ruth Ginsburg. Ginsburg was pictured nodding off during the president's speech to Congress last month. The 81-year-old judge told a George Washington University audience Thursday her slumber was wine-induced and that she wasn't 100% sober at the time. I'm Lila Nasser. This is Politics. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, Lila. The week of February 23rd through 27th is officially SOC Week, and more than 20 events to celebrate this will be held on campus during that time. Be sure to stop by the SOC table in McKinley to find out more.
It's been a busy week in sports. With more, we go to Breon.
Hello, I'm Bree Page, and this is ATV Sports. More than halfway through winter sports at American University, the AU men's basketball team fell to Lehigh Thursday, losing 65-58. Women's basketball takes on Army February 21st at 1 p.m. in Bender Arena. Currently 14 wins and 6 losses in conference play, 22-10 overall. Moving on to national stories, NBA All-Star Weekend kicked off in Brooklyn, starting with events on Friday. Local Washington Wizard John Wall represented for the East in the game. The NBA season picks back up. Wizards host Cavaliers at the Verizon Center on Wednesday, February 20th at 8 p.m. Eastern. The Wizards are currently second overall in the Southeast Division and have an overall record of 33 wins and 21 losses. Baseball season is right around the corner. The Nats report next week to begin spring training. Coming off a successful past season and crowned first in the East League, the Nats have a lot to live up to. The Nats went on to advance in the playoffs but fell to the San Francisco Giants in the division series. The first game is next month. I'm Bree Page, and this has been ATV Sports.
Thanks, Breon. This week, America lost one of its most respected journalists and storytellers, Bob Simon. The longtime 60 Minutes host began his career with CBS in 1967 as a foreign correspondent and earned praise for his reports from Vietnam and Tel Aviv. Simon earned 40 major journalism awards, including 27 Emmys. He was 73 years old.
Another sad loss for the field of journalism this week came with the death of longtime New York Times columnist David Carr. Carr was well known for writing about culture and media for over 30 years. He also gained a lot of attention for sharing a poignant look at his own personal struggles with cocaine and alcohol abuse in his memoir, The Night of the Gun. He was 58 years old. Now, with what's happening in finance, we go to Brendan.
This is Brendan Fay with your weekly finance report. Crude oil prices, on the decline for the last 6 months, rose 3% domestically last week. Increased demand for the product in Europe caused the prices to rise this week, but experts warn that they could go down again. On Friday, consumers were still paying a low $2.24 a gallon for gas. Even if prices rise, this will still be much lower than the prices they were paying a year ago. The financial drama of Greece has sent the Eurozone into upheaval. Negotiations with Eurozone leaders have been fruitless, and some countries, led by Greece, have threatened to drop the euro currency. Eurozone leaders are refusing a bailout, causing much friction. U.S. investigators are eyeing the unstable continent as a rare financial opportunity to make it big. However, prospects are still unsure as to the euro's dollar exchange rate, and they still favor the euro. All indexes were up this week again, the Dow Jones by 0.26%, the S&P 500 by 0.41%, and the NASDAQ by 0.75%. This has been Brendan Fay with your weekly finance report.
Thanks, Brendan. In a vote of 93-5, the Senate confirmed former Pentagon official Ashton Carter as the new Secretary of Defense this week to replace Chuck Hagel. Carter will be Obama's 4th Secretary of Defense in 6 years. He will be charged to lead the military amidst several brewing conflicts in Syria and Ukraine. One of his first tasks will be to help Obama in his efforts to gain authority to use force against ISIS, a proposal that is meeting with great opposition in Congress.
Four-term Oregon Governor John Kitzhaber announced his resignation Friday after 37 years in public office, ending the term of one of the longest political careers in Oregon's history. His resignation came amidst ongoing allegations of ethics violations, government payoffs, and corruption.
Interesting note, Kitzhaber's successor, Oregon Secretary of State Kate Brown, will be the first openly bisexual governor elected in U.S. history.
Now, with more on what's been happening around the world this week, we go to Tatiana and Max.
Hello, this is Tatiana Heiter
and Max Knauer
with the latest on world news.
A deal was reached between Russia and Ukraine, allowing Ukraine to maintain its separatist eastern regions while assuring Russia that it will not join NATO. Regardless of the deal, Western leaders did not mention when sanctions against Russia will be withdrawn. Over 5,400 have died since the conflict began.
The United States and the United Kingdom have withdrawn their diplomatic staff from Yemen and closed their embassies following security concerns in the country. The British government has also asked that all British citizens leave Yemen immediately. Yemen's Shia Houthi rebels have taken control over large parts of the country, which remains without a president since Abu Rabu Mansour Hadi resigned on January 22nd.
Boko Haram attacked a village in Chad, home to more than 2,000 Nigerian refugees, the first attack they have made in that country. Boko Haram entered the village of Ungoboa Friday morning, setting fire to various buildings and killing the village leader before being driven out by the Chadian military. 12 people died in the attack. This has been Max Knauer
and Tatiana Heiter
with your World News Report.
Thanks, Tatiana and Max. 3 Muslim students were killed Tuesday in Chapel Hill. They attended UNC and NC State. While initial reports suggest the killings arose from a dispute about parking spaces, many are calling for an investigation into the shooting motives being rooted in anti-Muslim sentiment.
It's looking like it's going to be a cold week for DC and the rest of the East Coast. With more on weather, we go to Emma Claire.
Hi, this is Emma Claire Martin with the weather. This week you won't want to head outside without a scarf, hat, and a pair of gloves as temperatures drop into the 20s. We start the week off with a high of 24 and a low of 10 on Sunday, and a high of 29 and a low of 19 on Monday. Moving on, things will get a little warmer with expected temperatures of 38, 33, and 34 on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. The end of the week will bring temperatures up to the 40s with a slight chance of snow next Sunday. I'm Emma Claire Martin, and this has been your weekly weather report.
Thanks, Emma Claire. Jon Stewart announced this week that he would be leaving Comedy Central's The Daily Show after 16 years as its host. For fans, the announcement came as a surprise. The show's satirical look at politics and news has provided viewers with some levity and comedic perspective on breaking news stories over the years and made Stewart a household name.
Now for What's Up AU, we go to Daniela.
What's up, AU? I'm Daniela Burson. On Monday at 6:30 p.m., the University Budget Committee is hosting an open forum on tuition and financial aid. The meeting will take place on the first floor of Mary Graydon. Students are encouraged to attend and ask questions. Monday is also American University Preview Day. Prospective Eagles and their parents will be touring campus to see if AU is the right fit for them. Student ambassadors will be guiding tours throughout campus from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and may enter the dorms. And of course, this Saturday is the Founders Day Ball at the National Air and Space Museum. Over 2,000 tickets were sold in the last few weeks, and more than 100 students are still on the wait list. American University was founded 122 years ago. That's what's up with AU. I'm Daniela Burson. Have a great week.
I'm so looking forward to Founders Day.
I know, it's going to be such a great event. I can't wait to dress up.
Yeah, it's going to be so classy and fun.
Well, from all of us here at ATV News, I'm Taylor Kinsler.
And I'm Maggie Miller.
Thanks for watching.
And make sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.